Before I read
know,
his
that's
book,
what.
I had a whole lot of respect for him. But after me reading this book, I have no respect for him at all.
I met Trevor maybe a year ago, maybe a little longer. We started off doing business together. He bought several cars from me, and we developed a business relationship. He's a wholesaler, and I guess I'm kind of his source for used cars. I own a shop not far from where he lives. Trevor called me and told me that he needed a personal car, a daily driver for himself, and I told him about this 2014 Chevrolet Impala that I just got from the auction. I wanted $8,000 for the car. He didn't have that whole amount, but however, we worked out an arrangement where he would put $2,800 down and make payments of $400 a month. First month, he did not make his first initial payment. It was not $400, it was $200. And I guess that was a red flag, but we continued to do business. The next month came around and he called me to try to reach out to me and let me know that he was ready and willing to pay his note. And at that time, I was in the hospital. I had a baby. My baby, Callie, was born prematurely, a little bit early, and that's where I was. Okay. Water broke, and we just shot out the door.
Congratulations.
Thank you. During that time, Trevor was trying to contact me, and I was a slave to the baby, and I wasn't answering my phone. I couldn't for a while. And whenever I charged it up, I kind of looked at my messages and said, I'll get back to him later.
Trevor, just quickly, my question to you, if you were calling him trying to pay off what you owed on the car, and if you weren't able to reach him right away, why wouldn't you, in the meantime, at least have made the next biweekly payment?
Because I really wanted to let him know that I want to cash out the card all at once, and I couldn't really I felt like I didn't want to send that much money through Cash App how we do.
Yeah, but I'm saying, why didn't you just make the next biweekly payment? That would have only been $400.
That's part of my case, sir. I had got in a bind where I got put out for my dogs in my old residence I had. And I was in a bind between, I had to get a place to stay or pay for this car.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
My family and my kids, and my family and my kids come first, Your Honor.
His landlord called me and told me that he had been evicted and removed off of the property, and he told me that I have a car and a motor and transmission sitting in his driveway.
I gave you the chance to get your car, man.
Well, Your Honor, he gave me a chance to get my car, but it was taken apart. He said that he read my book, and I'm an author, and I wrote a book about car theft and some old stuff. He read some things in my book that led him to believe that I was a criminal, and I was trying to screw him out of his money. He got scared. He took the motor and the transmission out of this vehicle, and he decided he would shop for another body.
Why would you assume that the car was stolen?
Because I read this book.
Oh, you read the book. What did you read in the book?
Just remember, the car was an Chevy Impala. I asked Jerry D have the key. He ended up telling me he got the key to, he had the master key to all Toyota and Chevy Impalas. He then showed us the key to a Toyota Lexus and Chevy Impala. Jerry told us the key was a gift. He gave us 3 pictures of cars he wanted us to get. That means to steal, Your Honor. He wanted to steal the cars. I didn't trust him after that. I did not trust him after that.
Your Honor, I'm waiting on a payment to come to me through Cash App or some type of form of payment, PayPal, whatever you want to do. But instead, I get a call saying your car is being hauled off from my property to an impound lot. I go to the impound lot, I look for my car, so I see an engine. That's obviously my engine that goes in my car sitting to the side of his shop.
When you sold him the car, the engine was in the car, right?
Engine was in the car, so was the transmission. It was running and driving, functioning perfect.
Here's what I want to know from you, Trevor. If you suspected that the car was hot, that it was stolen, then why would you take the engine out of the car and the transmission out of what you thought was a stolen car to put it in another car? Aren't you then part of this whole theft?
Well, I was on my way to buy a car off Facebook Marketplace, a 2013 Chevy Impala, and I was gonna put it in there because I could get the title for that, and I was able to get my tags due to me not being able to find him.
I understand.
He
I
went
understand.
MIA.
I understand why you would want that engine in another car, but I'm saying if you knew what it was stolen, you can't take. I mean, then what's the difference between a stolen engine and the stolen car? They're both stolen. Why not just give the car back? Say, hey, whoa, I want my money back. I want the deposit back. This car is hot. I want nothing to do with it.
I liked it, the
What's
car.
Let's clear
Well,
the
I
record on the car.
I bet
wanted
you
the
liked
car,
it.
but I wanted.
I
cash
know
for
you
the
wanted
car.
it. But honestly, Trevor, you seem like a nice guy, but you can't take an engine out. It wasn't a stolen car. But if you thought it was a stolen car, you can't take an engine out of a stolen car because that's part of the theft. No one wants a car without an engine.
Before I read
know,
his
that's
book,
what-
I had a whole lot of respect for him. But after me reading
I
his
know.
book, I have no respect for him at all. Period.
Okay, well,
We can't
let's
be
say,
friends no more. We can't do business no more.
I think you'd be fun to hang around with, Trevor. I really do. But I got to tell you that it's just, there's no legal basis. If the car isn't stolen, then that means he did nothing illegal. That means that the deal which was made where he gave you a car with a motor, with a transmission that you were happy with, that you owe him the money you agreed to pay when you bought the car.
And not to mention, Your Honor, can I add something to it? When I did find him, when the car was hauled off, and when his landlord did put him out, he blocked me from calling him.
Because you was harassing me.
He blocked me on
Okay.
social media. He blocked my
All
phone
right.
number. I couldn't get in touch with this guy.
So I fine for the plaintiff in the sum of $5,000. Thanks for watching. Now please approach the bench. The way I look at it, you have two options here. Option A, watch more Judge Jerry. Option B, watch more Jerry Springer. The choice is yours. Now get out of my courtroom. You have more clips to watch. And don't forget to subscribe.